Devish, thanks so much for tagging me. So here are my thoughts on this. I tend to look at procrastination perhaps a little bit different, use some different terms, and the emotion is part of it. But truly, procrastination comes from threat. And what I mean by that is our brain is wired to keep us alive. And when our brain goes into threat, into fear, into stress, it's for three main reasons. Things are moving too fast, things are moving too slow, or there's unclear intent. So let me give you an example of each. So when things are moving too fast, you cannot, the brain starts going into threat because it feels like, hey, I can't keep up with the speed of things. So maybe you're in a class or you're at work and they're giving you way too many assignments for you to be able to do in, let's say, in the next hour. And so now your brain goes into threat. Things start getting overwhelming because you can't adapt to it. And so you start procrastinating because it becomes overwhelming, and that's that emotional component. Well, things are moving too slow is the second reason why your brain goes into this threat. Well, if you're the type of person that gets things done quick and you're trying to grow and the other people in your team are taking too long because they either can't understand or grasp the concepts of something, you may start going into threat because, hey, this is taking too long. Or what happens often is, like, you create this goal and it's not happening fast enough as perhaps you thought or you'd like. And so now you start going into this threat position in your mind because things aren't moving quick enough. Oh, I'm not achieving my goals, which means I'm not being successful. Where that ties into procrastination is, again, that has a trickle effect on everything else that you do. And when you're going into scheduling out everything, now you start thinking, because you're dealing with, hey, I'm not being as successful as I am because I'm not hitting my goals quick enough. Now you start procrastinating on the next things. And then finally, unclear intent, right? Are you really clear about what it is that you have to do? What are the steps? Sometimes things become so overwhelming because you're looking at the whole thing as opposed to breaking it down to steps. One of the examples I like to use is, how confident are you going to walk into a dark room? Will you confidently stroll across a dark room? No. Why? Because you cannot see what is going on. You don't want to trip. You don't want to hurt yourself. That same room, you turn on the lights, you now have clarity. You can walk and march through there confidently. And so the three main reasons that I usually see with my clients that they suffer with procrastination is usually things are moving too fast for them, things are moving too slow, or there is unclear intent. Hope that's helpful. Thanks again. Catch you later.